In spot number 6, we have George with $120.
Okay.
Y'all finessed us.
Yeah.
We did it. Wait, why you?
I can't.
Why you walk like this?
What's up, y'all?
Yo, what's up? Why we all wearing black? We kind of got the memo.
Damn, it's kind of hard. Oh, we got the similar in the white.
Black and white text.
Okay. The moment that you guys have been waiting for. We got on Jubilee.
We sat here, reacted to videos for years and years.
They got us on there. I have a lot to say, Rob.
It's funny because I was supposed to be on Noah's episode with Noah, but then last minute switched it to be on with Ryan.
They took you out. I said, yo. But this episode that you guys were featured on was whose outfit is the most expensive?
So off rip, Jubilee told me, it was a super nice girl that was doing the casting, super nice girl. She said, if you could wear something expensive, that way, you know, we'll have a good range of people because a lot of people are in the similar range. I said, bet, I'll bring whatever expensive crap I got. Boom.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
If you had to rank yourself against...
Wait a minute. I recognize a few people.
We brought together 7 people who love fashion and asked them to arrange each other based on how expensive they think each other's outfits are.
So, who are y'all's fashion inspirations?
I like Tyler, the Creator, a lot. He has a really eclectic style that has changed over the years. But I also am inspired by like Justin Bieber. I really like to pick and choose and take different pages from different people's books.
I feel comfortable when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I want to wear this certain vibe, even though like right now I kind of look like a toddler, like a little kid.
I don't really have a certain style, but I like to be experimental.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob. Hey, Rob.
That's everything I say out.
Wait.
I just said so much more things within this whole entire video, and they kept literally cheating.
No, I watched this. I was like, did Rob say anything?
Like, yo, I was about to say something else. They cut it off. Yeah, in the beginning highlight clips, I'm like talking a lot. Where's all those clips at?
And I think you said insightful stuff.
And I do gotta say, like, there was no music or nothing when we were out there, so watching it is a different experience than actually being in the video.
And we're no stranger to things being cut out to make it more clean, concise, whatever. But in all fairness, yeah, you did get done a little dirty.
Because it was like throughout the whole thing. They cut out everything.
Yeah.
Every time I dress myself, because how I dress is how I get to love myself out loud.
I really like what you said about like fashion as a story. I feel like for me, fashion is like almost like a fun way to like experiment with gender. There's always like some like reveal, but I mean,
Took way too long.
it's a crop top.
How long do you think he was contemplating about that on the ride up? The day before? Reveal!
You know, you like how we were talking about some other things and he had to kind of bring it back to, you know, that's why.
Just a minute. It's with the fucking gloves. And there's always a big reveal. There's always that fucking...
Emma Chamberlain, I don't know if anyone knows, I love her, like the way she dresses and just like mixing different fabrics and different styles.
Everyone knows Emma Chamberlain. If any of y'all know.
I just like to go with really kind of an athletic casual, but every once in a while I'll wear something really, really simple, and then one piece of my clothing be just like kind of really far out there, kind of crazy or whatever.
I'm like the opposite. I like that. I love to be large and in charge.
Girl in the pink overalls was super nice. I think when we were talking before the shoot, and I want to say to Ryan, they were nice.
They were cool. Yeah, I talked to them. There were some people that may have had some sort of feelings against us. I don't know. It was weird when we get to check in. Everyone gets to talk to each other, and some people kind of already formed an alliance. Some sort of friendship. So it was like it wasn't authentic when we were playing, but whatever.
We were friends on there, but we were also actively, hey, let's talk to people. Not everyone wanted to talk to us.
Thrifting used to be like this accessible thing. Like, I went thrifting in like middle school, and like you'd get pants for like $2. And now like Melrose Trading Post is just like, I'm so into thrifting right now. Like $300 like cup. Something that used to be accessible is now like tokenized.
I feel like you need to be in the back. Like
The cheap?
Essentials, yeah.
Okay, so.
Ryan.
Damn, Ryan, you weren't playing around.
So off rip, I think there's this concept that I have got to get off my chest. There is damn near no way to tell whether a piece of clothing is expensive or not, unless it were to have some big Burberry thing on it. Then okay, you could guesstimate, oh, that's gonna be upwards of 500. Nobody here is really wearing anything big name brand.
Right, in essentials, you can kind of gauge, okay, 150, 200. Like, you kind of can gauge what that is. I would have thought Rob's a little more expensive just because I see some text on there, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and when you're in person, you get to see actually the texture. I wish we were able to feel, then you can really see what it is. But yeah, you're right, you can't tell.
Off rip, I would almost say, if I was objectively looking at this, that Rob's outfit might look the most expensive because you got the bigger jacket that looks a little complex, the tee, the jeans, the J's, and then trench coat, it seems like, oh, it's a bit more pieces involved, tie, shirt, pants,
gloves,
boots. I would say y'all would be towards the top.
That's what I was gonna say. It looked like Rob first and then trench coat next.
And then even overalls, I know those are J's. I would put her and me maybe the same. Thing here is nobody moved me. Not one person said, you might be over here. I didn't say, oh, I have the most expensive fit here.
And it kind of wasn't fair, I guess, that me and you were playing on the same one because I kind of already knew like yours was more expensive.
Yeah.
We kind of emailed the ladies. And it is funny because they wanted us to have the higher amount clothing.
Okay, so it's not like y'all showed up trying to wear the most expensive thing.
They literally told us. They said, okay, make sure yours is around this price. Okay, add maybe a couple more things. Are we allowed to say that? I don't know.
We saying it. People ordered each other, so that's what we landed on. I don't mind that.
Yeah, me, I would just say I would maybe would swap pink and trench coat.
In spot number 7, we have Sandy with $99.96.
Like I knew, but people were afraid to like move people to the front.
In spot number 6, we have George with $120.
Okay.
Y'all finessed us.
Yeah.
We did it.
Wait, why you walk like that?
Number 2, he said, okay.
Yeah, what was that for? It was a competition, Ryan.
He said,
like it's not that serious.
well, I admit, why is, let me look at that again.
Number 6, we have George with $120.
Okay.
Peasants.
Fooled you all.
Oh.
You ranked me in the middle. I was actually second from last. Gotcha. You've been bamboozled. Now time for the reveal.
And I wish like people that were watching could actually see like the material, like, okay, this guy had stains on his thing, but you can't.
Oh, you couldn't even tell.
It was giving H&M, like, it just didn't look expensive. So I think that's why people didn't off rip, put him in the front.
The bootleg Burberry print. Why on earth would they rank him in the middle and have me at the top?
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense. As if everyone immediately knew his wasn't really that expensive.
And at number 2, we have George.
George, not to be mistaken with Jesus Christ.
Yes. Do not disrespect Almighty George.
Georgie, the most thrifty and fiscally responsible one of the group.
And the fashionista.
And the best style, because he had a crop top on.
How dare he spend over $100 on a piece of clothes?
He would never. George wouldn't. I know you would. You're a slave to the designers. You're a slave to consumerism, aren't you, Rob? You think that money's gonna buy you style, and it won't, Rob.
And you have to have stains on your coat.
Spot number 5, we have Bridget with $400.
Oh, wow.
In spot number 4, we have Ryan M with $475. In spot number 3, we have Rob with $1,900. In spot number 2, we have Sam with $2,760. And in spot number 1, we have Ryan with $7,800.
Yay!
Do you want to pay for my tuition?
Yeah, literally.
I bet you every single person watching this video. He what?
Literally.
Facts. 7K?
7K?
What I would do with that money?
7K on a black sweatshirt?
That you can find at H&M?
I could never. We're gonna let the video finish before I spaz.
Again, Jubilee emailed you and said we want you to wear the most expensive outfit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much.
So the only things I paid for in this outfit basically are my shoes from Nordstrom Rack, which cost around like $50 something, like 53. And then the belt cost $30. Everything else was thrifted.
Sandy here wearing the, I don't know what you call that, the jungle fit. They go by they/them. That person there on the end said, and this was gifted to me, this was gifted to me, this was gifted to me. And then we're in the line like,
You're not playing the game right.
no, I got gifted a diamond ring. I got gifted this Givenchy sweater.
What we were doing is, what is your outfit worth? Because
Yes.
I could be gifted this whole outfit, then there's no point of me being on the stage.
Well, there you go.
So we don't actually know what Sandy's real outfit cost is.
We don't.
No.
You could assume them two at the bottom have damn near the same price for the outfits. They're both cheap.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I got these, I believe, for like $70, $80. The dirty Air Forces, $80. Except by the kid size, it's cheaper by $10.
How much did you say the ring cost?
It was $250.
My shorts, these are Lululemon. These ran me about $80. This shirt cost me about $150.
The shoes, $350, I think, right now. Jeans were from the thrift, so like $10. The jacket, $350. I definitely said more.
My other thing. They did ask cut out.
Then you added up and you're like, well, that wasn't worth the amount that was popped up. So they took out everything I said.
Girl in the blue, what was her name? Bridget?
Didn't even say what her crop top was worth.
My overalls are 40. My top is 120. And then literally all of my earrings and everything and my jewelry is like 2,000, upwards of 2,000.
Kicks are 1,000. The sweater, 800. My earrings I think are 1,000. And then the grill is like 5,000. Face priceless.
I'm surprised how much y'all pay for clothing. Wow, I thought I pay a lot for clothing.
Bro, that right there.
We're about to do our own rant now. Let me run that back. What he said there?
I'm surprised how much y'all pay for clothing. Wow, I thought I pay a lot for clothing.
Excuse me, sir, what was that? What was that for?
I can't believe how much y'all pay for clothing. Wow, I thought I paid a lot. Sir, can we get this guy a Medal of Honor for being the most righteous, all-knowing thrift being?
Look at the way he's...
Well, isn't it in the body language, how he's feeling?
And I would say y'all two at the end threw me off because they seem so seriously put together.
I feel like with us, we have more layers to our outfits, whereas y'all, it's more, jewelry, which I didn't even think of.
Throughout the video, they were kind of getting upset that we were mentioning jewelry into our outfits, which I guess is fair, but when you're wearing a hair necklace, why are you counting that then?
Everyone watching this and commenting was saying, oh, they shouldn't have factored in jewelry, which is like, okay, maybe we're just doing garments of clothing. However, I think it's fair to say that jewelry is part of your outfit because you can actively take it off and accessorize with it. His purse thing, I would put that into the outfit.
Right.
Why is he holding it
How
then?
about the sunglasses?
His sunglasses, he factored those in.
How about the gloves?
What's the difference between boom, putting it on, boom, and then a chain, taking it on or off? It's an accessory and it's not glued to you. I'd say if I had a grill that was dentally put into my teeth, then okay, maybe you can't count that as
permanent.
Because it's permanent, can't be taken out. Even if all the jewelry was taken away, this would still be the order of people.
Correct. I think there's a few things. One is like him saying the comment of like, I can't believe you guys spent that much money on clothes. For someone that has an appreciation for fashion, first of all, and I think he was mentioning maybe he wanted to be a designer one day. I don't know. Do you expect to sell your designer clothes for $10? Can't you have an appreciation for higher valued items in the fashion world?
You can.
Can't people make enough money for them to buy higher price clothing?
You're touching on the whole point of why what he did there was ridiculous. First off, taking the moral high ground of, I could never spend as much as you guys. Well, first off, sir, you don't make as much money as someone in a higher tax bracket. I don't know, I would say maybe me and you would be higher earners than him. So of course you can't imagine paying $1,000. Lil Baby has like 8 cars. I can't imagine having 8 cars. Why do you need $1 million for your chain? You know what I could do with $1 million? It's the same thing, but there's just levels to it.
Yeah, you bought a Corvette? You could easily just bought a Kia Forte.
And got to A to B.
You're playing the game wrong at that point. Like, we're supposed to rank each other what you think the price of the outfit is. It's not who has the best fashion. It's what do you think the outfit is worth.
And that's the whole reason it's a game, is because you really don't know what clothing is worth.
If you didn't think that, you would spend so much money on clothes, if you didn't think it was that expensive, why didn't you move him to the front then?
Well, there you go. Why was I not moved? I do fundamentally believe that the whole concept of, I would never spend that much on clothing. They're reaching for some sort of, I'm better than you. Noah bought a $5,000 massage chair. Noah, I would never spend $5,000 on that. Rather, I would save my money and invest it properly. And if I needed a massage, I would have a friend do it. That would be the far fiscally responsible option.
Why are you worried about what I'm buying?
I need to make everyone here know that I could never do that.
Good thing I'm not you.
Maybe he just felt like he was in the environment to do that.
So now we're gonna look at the comments, because here's what happened. There was a tweet that someone made that said the most expensive fits were the blandest and most boring, and the cheapest ones were awesome. I am personally not offended by these. This is internet, which I'm a happy member and participant of. These people don't know the full situation. I would rather just say our 2 cents on these. Imagine paying $7,800 and still looking average. To be fair, the price of this fit is in my grill. It's an expensive sweater, $800. The jeans were $45. The shoes were about $1,000, about $1,800. I like wearing all black. I thought it was simple, sleek. I'm not really a loud, colorful, vibrant. I like to keep it simple, quirky, whatever. So what should 7800 look like?
They try to see like layers and crazier,
extravagant fashion week outfit or something.
I could see if I had chains on and looked like the baby or something, I could be like, oh, that's an expensive outfit. Oh, it's so average. So what wouldn't be average? Like a bright color? A big trench coat?
Maybe if it had a Gucci emblem.
If that sweater was yellow, but then they would have said, who would pay whatever $800 for a yellow sweater?
Oh, that's tacky.
That's why if you have something expensive, you're the type maybe you didn't want to show off.
And that's the type of person I am. I do own a handful of expensive or designer things. However, I tend to just buy what I like and what speaks to me. That sweater could have been $2 or $1,000. I was buying it regardless because I thought it was fucking dope and comfortable.
And at the end of the day, like that's what it should be.
If I wanted people to think, oh wow, he's got money, that dude's a designer, big baller, why would I wear something so simple? I would probably want to wear something big, Versace head. I find that designer, brand name thing, I find that corny and you'd overdo it.
But what's wrong with having some pieces?
But because I have the ability to buy something expensive, I become villainized.
Yeah, people get offended that you spent that much on something.
Because there is a cheaper option that looks just as good at the same thing. No, I just saw that in the store. I said, oh, fuck, 800? Fuck, this shit's still hard though. And I bought it.
Why isn't anyone saying anything about the guy wearing the fast fashion trench coat designer stuff that isn't actually that? So it's kind of disrespectful to the actual coats and the actual shoes.
That's a whole argument. In this world, and clearly in the comments, cheap means good, expensive means bad. You're a bad person.
Yeah, which was weird.
People who don't make a lot of money, it's very easy to hate on like the rich, like those money hungry, oh, they just blow money on whatever. But like nobody's gonna be mad when you say, hey, I got the bill, I'll pay for everyone. No one's gonna be mad at that. Nobody gets mad when Mr. Beast donates money to this person. Here's a $10,000 for you. Oh, you're a good person now. But in Mr. Beast, what if he spends $10,000
on his outfit?
On his outfit. Oh,
brother, you could have bought something else.
You could have bought something.
You could have gave that to somebody.
Y'all trying to tell me Sam paid $120 for her top? That's literally a tiny piece of fabric. I can't.
It spoke to her. She liked it.
She liked it.
Let it be. Like, what is the big deal? I can't believe you spent that much on this and that. Just watch the video and just enjoy it.
Yeah. I feel like there should be a rule where you can't rank yourself, because I would have put Ryan last if he didn't chime in and say he think he should be higher up. I never did chime in and think I should be higher up, and nobody even chose to move me. I'd agree with that. I don't think I looked the most expensive. Sandy was obviously at the lowest end, and that's a compliment because despite it not being my style, she made more of a statement and looked way cooler than all of these other people paid $1,000 for average pieces. Made them look like fools.
Stop.
That's cat. Let's all keep it a stack here. Let's take feelings out of it. Who is wearing that? That is an avant-garde niche market. You don't see that.
I don't see famous people wearing things like that. I don't see people in fashion shows wearing things like that.
That is taboo. On a balance of probabilities, if you take 100 people and say, what do you think of that outfit? Especially in comparison to others, they would say, oh, that looks crazy.
I wouldn't wear that.
I wouldn't wear that. And look, if that's her style, run with it.
The video is not about who makes the most of a statement. See, I think this is the Jubilee audience that is commenting on the videos.
But people that are in this, like you said, super expensive luxury, they probably would have said something about the guy that had the fake. But that community probably doesn't even watch Jubilee.
And them saying her outfit is the cheapest and the best.
Bro, can we all keep it a stack here?
Only one thing is right about that. The crop top under the blazer, like, I'm sorry.
That's the best?
I don't
if that's the best, then I don't want to be the best. I don't. I want to be the exact opposite.
You can wear one layer and still be a fashionista.
I thought mine was cool. I thought the all black fit is a look.
You need more layers.
And rope and fucking
hair
and makeup and extra. What are we doing here? Try to dress as fashionable as possible with the cheapest price. No, this is not what that is.
That's not the video.
There's a term called moral grandstanding. You say something in an effort to try to receive praise from everyone else. Like, oh wow, that guy is definitely doing things the right way. Stop Asian hate.
Are people that are watching getting it all mixed up?
Just the whole point. I didn't think that was gonna happen. A lot of love from Rhino and Rob in there. That's what I want to see. If you guys are watching this right now, please spam.
Y'all need to go.
The comment section. And if you see a comment thing that's boosting up Rob and I, like it.
When y'all see some caparoonie comments, just you can let them know.
No judgment, but why would anyone pay $800 for a sweater? What's $800 to me isn't what's $800 to someone like that. $800, they'd be like, oh, this is a lot of money to me. $800, sound like I'm a bragger, is not that much to me. Let's say you love iguanas, okay? And you buy a rare red iguana for $3 grand. And I go, holy fuck, why would you spend $3 grand on a fucking lizard?
Oh, I like iguanas. I have a passion for reptiles.
Why wouldn't you just get a fucking hamster for $20 at Petco? And it's the same thing.
There's people that spend like $5,000 to $10,000 on dogs out here in LA.
Clearly, the cost of clothing doesn't mean anything. $7,800 looks like basic Walmart stuff.
It's funny that people are actually typing this stuff. Because you wouldn't say it to somebody in person.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
I didn't say that.
And then I saw some other ones on here. It was like, more victims of designer culture. Some people do need that, and I do think that's a problem. The Burberry headband and the Burberry shoes and the off-white overalls. Yes, my black sweater thing was designer. I don't even know the fucking name of the designer.
You just thought it looked cool.
I just thought it looked cool.
But neither did the commenter know that it was designer until it was said at the end.
And once you know it's designer, oh, it's bad now.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because I can get way cheaper. I can get that for way cheaper. So in what world is cheaper better? Let's say one of your family members is sick, gravely ill, and then you have an option of 2 hospitals. One's more expensive, but the
cheapest one.
Are you gonna put your mom in the cheap nursing home or the lavish one that's more expensive?
What do you think?
Well, cheaper's better.
Cheaper's better.
Well, I guess not for everything, right?
Yeah, for clothes, it's bad.
For clothes, it's bad.
Everything else, it's okay.
Love LLS, but Ryan got robbed for that $7,800 outfit. It was a $5,000 grill that was part of the outfit. I think people just see the black jeans and then they think $700. Again, got robbed for the $7,800. Did I get robbed or do I just have money to buy things that I like?
You can't do that though. What do people even work for nowadays? You can't work for things that you want.
A lot of people won't, young people, make the type of money that I have made in my life. So it's so easy to talk about
what you would do with that money.
What you would do with that money if you don't have it.
If I had that money, I would be buying $5,000 grill.
Well, you've never had to have that money.
You never had that thought.
I remember watching the Cameron Dallas documentary on Netflix like 5-6 years ago or something. And he was talking about how he had a meet and greet one day, bunch of fangirls, whatever, and he, after the meet and greet, he was like, I can't do it anymore, like, it's too much, like, my anxiety, this and that. I was sitting on my couch. Dude, are you serious? You have thousands of screaming fangirls wanting to just touch you and get a picture with you, talking about some, you're too tired and you have anxiety now. I was like, what a chump, until I did my first meetup, and I said, holy shit, this is the most draining thing I've ever done in my entire life. But I didn't know that until I was there in that position.
But it was so easy to pick them apart.
Yeah, well, it's easier just to comment, Ryan.
But social media is toxic.
And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never judged somebody or been like, what the fuck? Like, of course I have. But I think this one, because I was involved, I'm like, y'all niggas tripping. So the moral of the story,
do what you want with your money and who cares?
Who cares what other people spend their money on?
And just because you have the cheapest outfit doesn't mean you have the best outfit. Just throwing that out there.
Correct. And I'm throwing my mom in the cheapest nursing home because I'm gonna be better than you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
I'm not even gonna buy a tombstone.